I have no
Beautiful.
idea.
Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning, Ethan.
And look where we are, folks.
Beautiful Mount Hood.
Beautiful Mount Hood. This is Stephen Siska. This is my good friend. We're doing the spring. We're doing the spring pass, Hood Files, whatever we're gonna call it. And I wanted to interview Stephen because I met Stephen last summer at Mammoth, and it was a beautiful time. And I think perhaps we should start all of this by talking about what happened last time I saw you. So we spent the summer at Mammoth. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. You lived in a car. The car was broken down. The car was brought back to life. And then we went to Yosemite, and we both left at the same time. And we peel off different ways. And then you can continue the story from there.
So where did I go from there? That's actually when Surface Week was happening last week at Mount Hood during the summer. Mm-hmm. So I guess they do it a lot, like mostly during the.
So that was last summer. That was
last summer.
Yes,
that was last summer. Yeah.
Yes.
I guess they do it a lot during May, like they did this year. But last summer they did it in the summer, and I went for the last day after Mammoth, and that was super dope.
Bring that a little closer to your mouth, buddy.
That was super dope. Like to start off, or to go and like ski with like, I don't know, fucking the top dogs there. That was really sick to be a part of. And shout out Jason for hooking me up with a pass, and Joe Burr for making it happen. But yeah, I went there on my way back from Mammoth for a day. Skied for half a day. It was honestly one of the better days of skiing. And then I guess that's when that accident happened.
You never want anything in life to be described as the accident.
Yeah, the accident. Maybe you. But
so let's talk about the accident.
Yeah, the accident.
Bring it closer to your mouth.
I got in a head-on collision on the fucking highway coming back from Surface Week last week.
Last year.
Yeah, there was this drunk driver. I wasn't. And yeah, she was driving on the wrong side of a divided highway. This was her second DUI. She was on sleeping pills. She was driving fucking probably about like 130k an hour. So
yeah,
wherever that was in miles, like 70 miles or something. I don't fucking know. Yeah, and we end up in this head-on collision where just like at the very last second swerves, and she just goes right into my fucking driver door and pretty much caves in the safety bar. Like that thing nearly smokes my head, rips off my middle door, rips off my wheel. Car's in like this wicked fucking spiral. Hit really, really hard. And yeah, it was pretty fucked. Car got totaled.
Yeah.
Ambulances pulled up. I had to go to the Othello Community Hospital where those motherfuckers charged me 10 grand for a fucking Uber. Fuck them. Fuck your guys' whole healthcare system. That fucking sucks.
Yes.
But yeah, got in this accident, was just driving, minding my own fucking business on my way home, and this drunk bitch hits me head on. And oh my god, and then fucking like hospital bills through the fucking roof because I didn't have insurance at the time, so I had bills over 10 grand. Like I was gonna legitimately be in a solid amount of debt for that fucking accident, which is pretty shitty.
Yeah. And then you sued her bitch ass.
And then I sued her bitch ass.
And won.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, fuck, I was doing not a damn thing wrong, man. I was minding my own damn business.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And then Steven sends us a bloody selfie out of the blue to a group chat that we're all in. It wasn't even a selfie. It was because your front camera didn't work. The video starts with it's your back camera with the flashlight on, and then you turn it around and face yourself like you're in a horror movie covered in blood.
Yeah, just because it was insurance. It was an insurance video.
Okay, so I actually want to ask you more about your crash, dude. Okay, so what was your last memory of the crash? Were you like, holy shit, she's coming right at me?
Dude, this might be deep, but my last thought before we hit was I love everyone.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to be like, this sucks, fuck this bitch.
Yeah.
What is going on? I didn't have time for any of that. My last thought was like, it was like the quickest thought process you could have of, oh, I'm never going to see anyone I fucking like.
Yeah. That's intense, dude.
Yeah, it was really like for real, had to go, like, was in some, like, therapy and seeing, like, counselors. I had a, like, PTSD specialist. It, like, actually fucked me up for a little while. Like,
yeah, Steven's still afraid every time we're in the car.
Yeah, it's fucking, imagine driving with this fucking...
Look at this view, folks. Look at this view. Come on.
It's beautiful, yeah. He just doesn't stop looking at the view, and then, you know, on the rumble strips. It's fucked.
Then you got a man that's traumatized right next to you. Backseat driver. Give me a break.
That's the thing. It's, like, honestly probably not sketchy at all, but I'm just fucking, holy fuck. Like,
oh, yes.
But, yeah, no, there's definitely some, like, some real trauma with that.
So, did you have, like, a light flash before your eyes moment?
No, like... I wouldn't say it was like it wasn't like what they fucking portray in the movies where it's like a whole fucking run through of your life. Yeah. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a fucking little video, but it was like I definitely, like I said, I had that thought of like, this is everyone I've ever fucking loved and cared about, and
yeah.
And I probably won't see them ever again.
Yeah.
Dude, like when it was happening, we're going around this fucking blind corner, right? So it wasn't like we were on this straight stretch. It was preventable. It was the most blind way you can imagine, where there's a transport on one side and taking the corner. You can't see her at all. And then I just hear the transport honking like as loud as possible.
Yeah.
And look up. Well, I was looking up. I was looking at the road, but
I look up from my phone.
Yeah, I look up from my phone, which was like, holy fuck, there might be a car coming at me. No, but. Yeah, no, and then hear the honking, and this car just comes barreling from around the corner. Like, couldn't swerve out of the way fast enough, and it happened really quick. It happened quick enough that, like, I thought I knew what happened, but I wasn't sure, you know?
Yeah.
Like I was quite confident I saw a fucking car coming at me, but at the end of the day, dude, it was like a millisecond and then a huge impact, and I'm thinking, like, what if this girl was just like parked on the side of the road? What if she was just chilling? Max. Like, what if she was just like, what if this was on me? And then, like, dude, that was the thing. Like, right before impact, it was just like, I love everyone. Like, that. This is fucking kind of like a goodbye.
Yeah.
And then right after, it was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I'm okay. I've been in some fucking. I've gotten rocked in my life. Like, yeah. I know when I'm hurt.
Did you get knocked out?
Maybe briefly.
Yeah.
I was so adrenaline fueled because, like, I saw her come right into me. Like, she came into my driver door. Like, I was looking.
It's like getting T-boned, kind of. Yeah. Like you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy.
And yeah, I wouldn't say I was really knocked out, but then right after the accident, or right after collision, all I'm thinking is like, I'm fine, but this girl's probably dead.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you walk up to the window and she's good?
No, I was like traumatized. Our cars were probably like close to a kilometer apart. Like, dude, we hit hard and fucking
fast.
Both went our own way.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, so you guys really split up. Like, you weren't even close to each other.
We weren't even close.
Yeah.
Like from where we hit, I spun out and probably went like 200 meters that way, and she did the same.
Yeah.
But dude, it was right after it happened, like, even though I literally did nothing wrong, like, I was driving, like, she was hammered driving on the wrong side of the highway, all that.
Yeah.
But then, like, this immediate guilt where, like, I don't fucking understand what just happened. I know I'm okay, but realistically, this girl's probably dead.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, fucking bleeding pretty heavy on the side of the highway. Like, someone rushes up to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, check on her. Like, I'm obviously cut up, but, like, I need to know, like, she's not fucking dead.
Yeah.
Right? We just hit highway speeds coming at each other.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, cool. And they go check on her. And the first thing she says was, he was driving on the wrong side of the road.
What? And you're like, I'm going to sue the pants off this woman.
I didn't even do, like, fuck. Dude, and then they came back to me and they're like, yeah, like, she seemed, like, the people who were, like, checking up on us and stuff, and I guess the people before the ambulance and the cops, and they're like, yeah, like, she seems like she may have been drunk, but she also, like, tried to blame it on you. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Because I guess, you know, it's a divided highway, so if there's 2 lanes, like,
yeah,
she thought I don't know.
Oh, she actually thought.
She legitimately thought, right? Because it's, if you have a 2-lane highway, like, or, like, divided highway, but it's a double lane.
Yeah.
Like, she was on. If it was a single lane, she would have been on the right side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
hammered bitch didn't know it was a fucking divided highway, so she turned off going the wrong direction and.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Idiot. Damn, dude.
Yeah.
So that was last summer.
Big old fucking impact. Yeah.
So that was last summer,
Yeah.
and then it's been a year, and now it's this summer.
Yeah. And now we're here.
And now we're here. Stephen, tell us how you got to Mount Hood. Stephen currently has no phone, no car.
No pass.
No what?
No wallet.
Yeah, no wallet.
No pass.
No spring pass. That's a good point.
Yeah.
We're at spring pass. No spring pass.
No spring pass.
And where'd you come down from? So we're in Oregon.
Came down from
right
Vancouver.
Now. Yeah, so we're in Oregon right now.
Yeah.
And he came down from Vancouver with no car, no pass, no money,
No wallet.
phone, just
No money,
a passport and a dream.
No, yeah, a passport. And I got the passport the day before I left. Because I fucking lost my last one.
So how'd you get down here? How'd you get down here?
It was a mission. No, honestly, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it. I never want to fucking miss Spring Pass, but my plan is to go to Oz later on in the summer, and my focus was on making that happen. So I was like trying to get a visa and flights and just, money-wise, like fucking, I'm not rich. You can say that for sure. I'm not fucking rich. I got survival money, but I got survival money, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not rich, but my focus was on making Australia happen. I was going to Pasture, so I kind of had to put Hood on the back burner and didn't commit, honestly, to going until like a couple days before I left.
Yeah.
But didn't have a ride. I had friends going up earlier on in the month, so I sent like all my shit with them. As soon as I sent my shit with them, I was commit. Like, you can't have all of your belongings fucking 1,000 away from you in a different country. Because then you gotta really dial in and go get that shit.
Of course, yeah.
It's kind of like a chase. It's like a rat chase. It's like bring your shit to where you want to go, and then you have to go there.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was a little side.
Well, you're not even camping where all your stuff is right now.
No.
Steven's familiar with the Allman Brothers. Steven's a rambling man. If you're familiar with that song, very good song. And that's you, man. You have all of your shit at Lolo. You are camping on the other side of the mountain. In my tent. In a borrowed tent.
This is the man.
And every single one of your belongings is on the other side of Mount Hood. So that begs the question, why even bring them at all?
Well, I need to bring them to Australia. And also, I don't have a fucking house in Vancouver anymore. So they couldn't stay there. So
Steven's homeless.
I'm living.
So you're going
best
straight to
life.
Australia after this?
I'm gonna go surf for like 2 weeks, and then
Where?
Just on the coast.
Oh, of Oregon.
Of Oregon, yeah.
Shout out to that young ski bum. Did not come to Spring Pass, but he's on the coast.
Is he on the coast? I'll have to go link him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I plan on going for like 2 weeks or so, and then I fly Portland to fucking somewhere in Australia.
You don't have the flight book yet, do you?
I don't have the flight books yet.
Do you have your visa?
Yeah. I'm in the process of getting it. I do it, but I've paid for it. I've done all the documents. Like, they're all good. Like, I'm gonna get it. It's just a waiting for them to process it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's not too bad. And then
no.
Gonna go there for the summer. Be able to ski all summer.
Yeah. Look at this view, folks. This is the best set we've ever had.
It's not bad.
Steve and I were going to record at JoJo's house today, and I picked him up. He slept in. Well, he stayed awake until what time last night?
About like 6:30 or 7.
6:30 or 7 a.m. for the Surface Skis Week Awards.
The Surface Ski Week Awards ended at about 9 p.m.
Yes, yeah, they did not go until 7 a.m. And then I woke up and drove to the mountain. It was snowing, so I drove back to camp. You didn't know this about this morning.
I didn't know this.
I went all the way to the mountain, then I went all the way back to camp, and I found Steven at 12:30 p.m. and I said, "Get up, we're going to JoJo's house for an interview." And then we're driving, and it's like, we're not making it there. We just got to pull over and let it rip. And this is what we found.
Found a pretty wicked spot.
And this is a spot, dude. Yes. Shout out to Mountain Rainier in the back.
Shout out to waking up 30 minutes ago.
Okay. So we're going to go to JoJo's house, but we just didn't. But maybe we'll stop by
Vineyard.
afterwards for lunch or something. Or a vineyard.
Tomorrow.
Okay. It was Surface Week. how did you get linked up with Surface? I've never even asked you this. How you got connected with Surface?
I got connected with This is actually kind of a long story. So last spring, I had. Well, fuck, I wouldn't post shit. I wouldn't do anything on my Instagram. Like, I was fucking dead on that shit.
Generational bird watcher, if anyone's interested.
Yeah, generational bird watcher, yeah. But I wouldn't post anything, and wasn't really that into that side of the culture, I guess. And so I feel like I kind of flew under the radar for a little while, and then a really good friend of mine, Rudy.
Yes.
B. Rude. He put me in contact with Joe Burr, so that's how I met Joe. And it was Joe who introduced me to Jason.
Beautiful.
And he put me on the team. But last spring, like, I was riding these pair of, like, 4Fronts, Wiley Miller Pro, whatever, like 188. They were probably like 2014. They were 188 underfoot, or length,
yeah.
like 120 underfoot, and probably weighed like 20 pounds because they had no sidewall in them. They had no edge or sidewall in any of the ski, and they're like 20 pounds. And but they were, I don't know, it was like a surfboard in the fucking slush. And then, yeah, I guess Jason saw me skiing. Joe put me in contact with him, and he saw me skiing. I guess he liked my shit, and then hooked me up with a pair of skis from Mammoth.
Beautiful.
And since then, it's just...
The rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is history.
Is Jason a tyrant of a team manager? Does he ask you to post a lot of things on Instagram?
Jason's the most chill TM ever, man. Jason doesn't ask anything. Dude, like, if me and Jason are, like, ever talking on DM or text, it's like me reaching out, like, yo, Jason, like, how's it going? I'm thinking about this. Like, he's like, oh, cool, like...
Whatever, man. Good. Who are you again?
Sounds good, yeah. He's dude, you know what he said when he was put... Because I asked, I was like, dude, does this give me, like... posting obligations and stuff like that? And he's like, man, like, I want you to do you in my gear.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, then I really want to fucking represent your company.
Yeah.
Because,
dude, I actually came hanging out with the Surface guys and all this stuff. I came to a newfound appreciation for Surface and the program that Jason's running, dude.
Yeah.
You guys have got a sick program going on, bro.
It's a sick program, man. Like, the team is super sick, and yeah. The
Beautiful.
culture is super sick. Like, it's definitely, I think, right for the ski industry, or what it needs.
Yeah.
You need more. Surface has, like, the perfect mix of being one of those more core brands, but I feel like it has a bit more influence than some of the very small ones.
Yeah.
And I feel like it has a good influence in pushing the sport into a direction that, I mean, who fucking wants, like, the Fist, Andrew Rigetley doing a fucking... No one fucking wants that, dude. Give me that core shit that's cool, you know? I don't
Dude, I've actually... Last year I interviewed Chris Bechtold at Lolo, and he was like, no one should spin over 180. And I've actually kind of come around to agreeing with that.
Yeah.
I really do not care for any spins over 7. Dude. Just don't need them. You don't need them. Make something slow... look good.
Yeah.
Like just do a nice floaty anything.
Like, it's kind of funny, man. There's so many people who are so focused on, like, the trick aspect of skiing, and, like, sorry to break it to you, no one gives a fuck about a dub 10 mute. Like, literally no one does.
Though, no one cares.
No one gives a fuck about a dub 10 mute. Like, unless you're 14, you know what I mean? Like, unless you're a 14-year-old, you're like, oh, I gotta
well, it's
do
like
that.
they care from, like, a personal accomplishment.
Yeah, a personal accomplishment.
Or, like, your homie lands one, that's cool, but, like...
That's dope, but, like, honestly...
Keep your clips to yourself, for God's sake.
For God's sakes. Don't let me see that disgusting...
Yeah, don't let me see it. Yeah. Do whatever you want behind closed doors. Do whatever tricks you want behind closed doors, but don't make us look at them.
No, but, like, I don't know. It's, like... I feel like... This is maybe a generalization, but I feel like a lot of that side of skiing revolves around, I gotta do the next big thing. Like, I gotta get up there. I gotta be doing the fucking 1980s. I gotta be doing the quads. I gotta be doing all this shit, like, every single direction.
And that makes it not fun.
Yeah, it's like a whole different thing than, like, a feeling thing. Like, I like skiing for the feeling, and I don't know. Also, like, dude, if any of these kids, like, they're so fucking talented. If they put their focus into, instead of going from, like, a fucking dub 10 to a dub 12, like, if they just made a 360, like, if they did a 360 that no one else can do, like, their own way, their fucking arms flow in their own way, like, everything about that is uniquely them, then it's funny, like that 360 will have people losing their fucking minds, but then still, like, I don't give a fuck about your T-jumped cork, like, dub 10, you know? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater because I'm not, like, I can't fucking do that, you know? Like,
yeah,
maybe
but it's
that's
like,
it, but also, like...
But you're also a consumer of the media, consumer of content.
Yeah.
And also, dude, like, if somebody, well, it's like one of our friends riding here was doing dub 10s.
That would be awesome.
It'd be awesome, but at the same time, it's like, chill out, dude. Like, calm down, bro. Calm down. Stephen was literally in the jump line yesterday, putting his hat through his legs like it's a basketball. I am way more excited about that than any fucking dub anything that you're gonna do.
Well, I did a dub hat trick.
You did, dude.
That was fucking
So maybe
weird.
dubs are kind of sick.
Yeah, dude. Do different dubs.
Yes.
Don't do dub 10s.
Who's your favorite skier?
Who's my favorite skier? Oh. Maybe Oski.
Yeah, why's that?
Why is that? Because I got some wacky arms sometimes when I ski. And I used to be, like, self-conscious about it. I used to, like, be like, oh, I gotta fucking... You know, I hate, you'll hear people, they'll be like, oh, like, poles, they'll keep your arms down, all that stuff. It's like, oh, like, fuck having your arms down. That looks uncomfortable as hell, man. If you look at Oski ski, it's almost like the fucking flowing river where, like, yeah, his arms might be going in the air. They might be doing some of this shit, but everything fucking flows and it comes together to make this, like, perfect look. And I think I really fuck with that because I used to be kind of self-conscious of, like, my arms and, like, being a bit flaily and stuff. And then I realized, like, go with the flow and lean into that and
embrace it.
And your shit will look a lot better as opposed to, oh, I gotta have poles and keep my arms down. Then you just look fucking like a boner.
Rigid.
Like, well, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
Let the body breathe. Let it do whatever the fuck it wants to do, and it'll kind of flow and probably look nice.
Beautiful.
But it won't look nice if you're trying to
force a style that's not yours.
Exactly. But I guess back to your question, yeah, that's why I really fuck with Oski's, because he really helps me get kind of over that little hump in my brain.
Yeah.
Because that could be really tough on my shit. So
that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. But then growing up,
it
was like the fucking fast riders, you know, like
okay,
Adam Delorme, like Jay Carney, like
landing at the bottom of the landing.
Like that was my shit. Dude.
Yeah.
That was my shit. Like just riding fast, maybe not doing like the most tech shit, but
yeah.
Style, I don't know.
Beautiful, man. Let's talk. You pick the direction. You want to talk about where you're from, or you want to talk about your crew and what you're doing lately?
Let's talk about the crew.
Let's talk about the crew. Chef.
You
guys going through a recent name change, dude.
Yeah, from Chef Boyardee to Chef.
To Chef LLC.
Chef LLC. It's more of a proper thing now.
Grown up.
Yeah, exactly. But honestly, like, that's a fucking motivated group of guys.
How did Chef form?
I guess it'd be Nick, like Nick Thucydides. Fuck, I should probably know this better, but Nick Thucydides, he's the guy who films all the gross videos and edits, and he's the dog. But Chef is like an old, like, long time running thing. Like,
and you're just hitching your wagon to it now.
Dude, yeah, like Chef was like the homies at Gross growing up, skiing, starting to film, and then it slowly just became, well, you know, new homies would go to Gross, and then we become homies with those people, and then well, now you're filming with Chef, you know? It's like, it's not necessarily like you're in it or you're out it. It's like we all just want to fucking ride, and this is where we ride, and this is where we film, and
and that's in BC.
Pull up.
That's where Grouse is.
Grouse I would say is like the home of Chef, but it's also like a lot of Wiss and you know, there's a lot of comp homies too who are traveling around and making videos in different parts, and they're fucking killing it.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
But it's a super motivated group of homies. And
do you guys film street?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't film much street with them this year because I was out east in Quebec.
Yeah.
With Rudy.
Filming with Rudy?
Yeah.
Beautiful. For what? A Rudy project?
Yeah, a Rudy project. Another 2 year.
Wow.
So I just hopped on the last year of it, but super sick. Like, it was really cool to be in an environment where you pull up and it's like a professional thing with those homies, but it's the most chill thing ever. Like, you're smoking spliffs, you're chilling, you're hanging out with your fucking best friends, but you know, like, everyone's shoveling where it's very, like, everyone knows the spots. There's research that goes into finding them. There's, like, countless hours of making sure that, like, no one has done these tricks on this feature and who's hit this and all that.
Especially in Quebec.
Especially in Quebec, yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, but then you pull up and it's, I don't know, it's just like a professional thing, and it was cool. Like, the amount of hours that go into every shot, the amount of sheer man hours is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a crew of 4 people and it takes 2.5 hours from start to finish to get that fucking clip,
Yeah.
that's fucking, what is it? That's 10 man hours.
Yeah.
For like 3 seconds in a video.
For a clip that someone would watch peripherally while they're eating their lunch. They're just like, oh, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's the fucking thing. You know, they'll be like, oh, that was kind of cool. They won't realize, like, you fucking got totally wrecked on it.
Yeah.
And then the crazy thing is like, fucking 5,000 people see it, and you could post, like, a fucking photo of a thing of salami, and, like, 100 million people will see it, you know? You could put no work into nothing and get all of the fucking exposure, and then you could pour your life into it, and, like...
and then just, like, it's a passing, like... Oh, I think I saw that shot. Like, oh, yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, that I think that was cool. I don't really remember it.
But it's the dopest shit, because, like, the homies who get it.
Yeah.
You know?
So, dude, that's actually interesting. Like, it's almost like the people making street movies are just making it for, like... Even though it gets a lot of views, they're really making it for, like, 100 people.
And they're making it for, like, their friends.
They're making it for their friends to be like, you're cool.
Yeah, I know. This is the dumbest shit.
Like, you could bypass all of that and just give your buddy a pat on the back and be like, you're cool. Like, all right, cool. Now we don't need to go shovel for
okay. We don't have to go
30 hours.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, and destroy our bodies for the rest of our lives in irreparable ways.
I fucking love it, man.
Of course.
But it is funny looking at them. Fucking, like, it's one of those make it make sense. Like, what I do for fucking most of my time is get hurt with no money.
With no tangible reward.
Yeah.
At all.
With no tangible reward, and every responsible person in my life is saying, oh yeah, like, probably don't want to be destroying your body at 20 years old.
We also will clarify this, folks. Again, look at the view. This is incredible.
This fucking son of a whore.
Steven's no retard. Steven is an educated man.
Yes.
What do you have a degree in something?
I have an engineering degree. Or almost. I have one more summer class, and then then I'm a licensed fucking engineer, which is probably pretty worrying for a lot of people.
Are you gonna wear one of those engineering rings? Yeah. So do you get that when you graduate, or is that something you have to buy, or is that something that's given to you?
You get that when you graduate. I think you have to pay like fucking $50. I don't know.
Could you explain the symbolism of that?
Yeah, so I think there was a big dam collapse, and when the dam fucked up, it was like the engineer's fault, from my understanding. But when the dam collapsed, it just leveled this town under and like decimated this town of like 3,000 people. Like, everyone fucking died. And so now what engineers do is they put an iron ring on the pinky of their writing hand.
Yeah.
So that way that iron ring is touching the paper the whole time you're writing, and it's kind of like a don't fuck up.
It's a symbolism thing.
It's like a don't fuck up. Like, you're being given a lot of fucking responsibility.
Yeah. People could die if you're careless.
Yeah.
That's kind of beautiful.
Fucking...
Yeah. So Steven's plan, as I understand it, is do whatever for the meantime, and then just cash in on being an engineer at some point.
Dude, that's the thing. I knew from the beginning I want to fucking ski. Like, what I want to do is I want to ski.
Yeah.
But also I knew from the beginning that, like, you know, I got a head on my shoulders. I know there is no fucking money in skiing. Like, unless you're a fucking superstar, like, there's no money in it.
Seems like it ruins it looking for the money, dude.
It fucking does ruin it. So my thought process was, fuck all that. I'm going to build myself a safety net. I'm going to find something that I want to do long term. I'm going to make that as like a net, so that way if I fucking crash and fall, I'm fucking chill.
Yeah.
But now that I have that net, dude, I can crash and fall. You know?
Just fall back on that, dude.
Yeah, like, I don't know, man. I have I have something I want to do. I have a fucking plan on how to do it, and I'm fucking young, and if I don't do it now, then I won't do it, so may as well try.
Yes. This is why I like Stephen, because you play it loose, but you have a plan.
Dude,
it's the epitome of trust the process.
It's a fucking tight ship, dude. From the exterior, it looks like a really loose operation, and because it is, but it's also like, I've dialed in on the shit that's important to me, and I've totally disregarded the shit that's not. And what's important to me is like, stay healthy, be able to do the shit that you want to do for a long time.
Yeah.
Give yourself like longevity. I want to be 70 years old and still be chilling comfortably.
Yeah.
But I also want to do the shit I want to do. I want to go fucking camp in the woods for a month. I want to move to Australia. I want to fucking ski. I want to see what happens with this. I honestly don't give a fuck if I've worn the same sweater for 3 weeks.
Steven's been wearing the same clothes. And we're losing a bit of our view right now that I can look behind us. Steven's worn the same clothes since I first saw him here, and that was 2 weeks ago.
Tud.
Yeah, when I woke him up in his tent this morning, he was already dressed in these clothes. He described himself as Peter Griffin the other day. One outfit in every episode, and that's it.
It's like characterizing yourself.
Yeah, I can almost smell you from here, I think. Like when the wind blows nicely.
Perfect. Perfect.
Ideal.
Pheromones. Pheromones, man.
And despite your current condition, you're kind of a ladies' man, dude. You got a little game. You fucking ride the lift with a cutie. You got a date arranged. Little does she know.
Little does she know the sweater's gonna make a big appearance.
That you're homeless, and the clothes that she saw you in this week will be the same clothes she sees you in next week, not washed.
Yeah, that's gonna be the surprise. Is the same fucking getup I have skiing as well as my chilling getup. Like, I got a nice blue sweater, the Thunder Bay Dragon Boat Race Festival, and I have a nice pair of black pants. That's fucking all you need.
No underwear or socks.
No, so that's what I mean by I've dialed in on the things that are important.
Yes.
You know.
Could you explain the hat? Because anyone that's seen you in the past year has seen this hat.
This hat, dude.
I feel like you gotta show it close to the camera. Yeah.
It's like a flame hat made out of denim, with Mary on it, surrounded by roses. It's a fucking insanely hard hat, but it's kind of just been my hat. Like, this hat probably has like 300 days out of the like 350 days I've owned it. And it probably has like every day I've had it, like, probably worn it fucking 12 hours.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's good. It's like characterizing yourself.
It's part of your character for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you want to do something that like stands out, then you have to do shit that makes people recognize you, and some people can do that fucking off the
way they ride.
Triple 21s.
Yeah, yes.
Some people do that off of the same fucking blue sweater for months. But it's perfect because, man, I've had people come up to me and ask me like, dude, that is the classic hat. I've seen you in that hat for 5 years. I got this fucking hat like 10 months ago, man. This is a 5-year-old hat.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, like, if you do something that people recognize you by, then I could be fucking, you know, then I'm recognizable from a distance.
Then, like, if you're like wearing like a full, your face is covered, but you still got the hat on, people know it's you.
Yeah.
You know? It's very valuable.
It's valuable, especially if you want to do like, if you want to do skiing shit, if you're trying to get like, maybe if you're like a young kid, you're trying to get like sponsors or something like that, like, find a way to make people say, holy fuck, that's this kid. I've seen him in this video, and now he's in this video.
Yes.
And without seeing any names, without seeing anything, that's without a doubt him. And that also goes back to the, like, you're not going to do that by doing the same fucking dub 10 as everyone else.
Well, dude, yeah.
Find the shit that's your style, find the shit that's your way, and stay on that fucking wave and tip, because realistically, if you're just following the trends, by the time that you dial in on the trend, that trend is going to be past. So start it.
Dude, there are straight up guys on the U.S. ski team that when I watch them riding, like, and I know their names, I would not recognize them in person just based off their riding. And even though they're at the highest level, it's like, I don't know who the fuck you are, because it kind of just blend into the crowd, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And also, I don't have a great eye for telling the different intricacies for any spin over a 10.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Well, and like the reality,
they're not standing out.
The reality of our fucking sport is that we live in a fucking niche world, and beyond the fact that we're in a niche world, everybody has a totally different view of the sport.
Oh yeah.
So not only are we this tiny microcosm, like 0.01% of the fucking population.
Yeah.
Of that 0.01% of the population, no one fucking agrees on what skiing is. You know, because like, you know, if you ask some guys on the tour, on the circuit, like, what's skiing to you, then their answer would maybe be more like a sport. It's like progressing, all that stuff. But you fucking ask me, like, I want to make dope videos. It's like an art. Like,
I feel like camping, for at least my brand of skiing, and like just what we've come into in the past year, all this camping shit is as much of part of the sport as the actual riding. Yes, like that is an integral part of the sport for me, because it's like, what all this at the end of the day, dude. Unless you're getting really paid, this is a hobby.
This is a fucking hobby.
This is a hobby. This is a recreational sport, dude. This is the same as going to the gym and balling out. And if you're at the highest level and you're risking your life, yeah, it means something different. But for most folks, this is a lifestyle, man. Yeah. It's very interesting though. And that's why I think it's a bummer when people that aren't at the highest level are like not having fun skiing.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're not making a career out of it, dude, it should be fun. Like be scared and push yourself.
Yeah.
You know, that's fun. That's a fun part of skiing.
Yeah.
But like it shouldn't make you miserable.
Yeah.
You should not be getting paid and be miserable because you're skiing. Like it should bring you some joy, dude.
Bring it, like, this should be the thing that you do for fun, man. Like,
yeah.
This is probably something that sponsors won't want to hear, but fuck it. I'm gonna be real, man. The second that I'm getting told, and I haven't been from any sponsors or anything, like, this has never happened.
Yeah.
It's all huge homies, all that.
Yeah.
But the second I get told that I got to do something I don't want to do in skiing, like, I got that safety net, motherfucker. Like, I don't like. This is my fun thing. This is not my fucking.
Yeah.
This is not my... I am not doing this for anyone else but my fucking self.
Beautiful.
I want to fucking ski. I want to chill. I want to do that. But what I will not do is, like, ski in a way that I don't want to.
Yeah, dude.
Here's an interesting one. I cannot fucking stand when people comment on other people's styles. Like, you could comment on someone's style and say, that's dope, but... the second you're like, oh, this guy's style is whack, like,
what? Okay, so is that with all styles, or is that with people that are intentionally picking their style?
No, that's with people that are like, it's like, how can you comment on somebody else's skiing? Like, that comes from such an arrogant point of view, because they're not skiing for you.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, I feel like in the sport, everyone has a totally different point of view on what skiing is, right?
Yeah.
You know, somebody like Luke O'Brien, who could do like insane swaps and insanely techy on rails, maybe has a different fucking view of skiing than Alex Ferreira, who's a pipe guy and does that, right?
Yeah.
And maybe has a different view than Mango, who's just flows and shit like that. Realistically, it's all the same fucking sport, but all three of those people, or everyone in the fucking industry, skis totally different. And the second that you're like, oh, this dude's style is whack, it's like, get your head out of your own fucking ass, man. Like, this person's not riding for you.
Dude.
You can fucking not like this, like, the way this person's riding. And, like, you can not like the way someone rides, but don't hate on their shit. Just don't look at their riding. It's not that fucking hard,
just
man.
Move on.
I could not like that rock and then fucking look over here and not see it, you know? I don't have to be telling everybody about how whack this rock is. That's fucked. Get your head out of your ass, you know? Like,
dude, this reminds me so much of the conversation with Luke O'Brien we did last year at Mammoth. And the essence of his thing was like, stay in your own lane.
Stay in your own lane.
He's like, I like doing hard tricks. I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
And all the power to him.
I did just say earlier in this, don't spin over one. But like,
I also probably commented on styles, man. I'm fucking ripping. This has been like 48 hours of like 3 hours of sleep. Like, this is totally fucked at this
I literally woke Stephen up and said, we're going to record right now.
I said, how fucking interesting. Good morning. Yeah, fucking emerge from your tent. How beautiful
Get into
is
my
that?
van.
Oh, how beautiful
Drink some of my
is that?
beers.
This is, this is just a treat, Ethan.
But this is the thing. Stephen You know, it made it seem like I was saying that Steven has to thank me for a lot. Steven would manage this regardless of having a friend here. He can be anywhere and make it work, man.
I got a dream, man.
Yeah,
I got a plan.
Beautiful. Yeah, he does not even need to know the person helping him. They will help him. It's an actual superpower. It's incredible.
Mammoth was pretty savage for that.
Yeah, dude.
Mammoth taught me that you could just ask legitimate businesses for food, and they'll just be like caught off guard, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, here you go." You could just be like, "Can I have half a slice of pizza?" And they'll say, "Yeah, I guess
for free."
Yeah,
why not?
Fuck it, it's perfect.
Oh, brother. This is beautiful, man. This is a beautiful setting. It's so nice. Look at it. I wonder.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's so nice, except for this pounding pain I have in my head.
Yes. And your itchy, infected calves from your dirty, nasty socks. It's just not good for your health at all.
Yeah. I got a little fucking chafing situation going on there, but I'm sure the podcast doesn't want to hear about my chafing.
Yes, what's the itchiest part of your body right now?
Dude, I got no itches except for that design itch to drink beer.
Huzzah! Cheers to that, brother.
No, I'm chilling. I don't know. What's the itchiest part of my body? I had some wickedly... No, not really itchy, but I had some chafed nips.
Oh, yeah.
That was awful.
Almost bloody. It's because he has an embroidered, like a little embroidery over his left nipple.
Yeah, Thunder Bay Dragon Boat
We
Festival.
went to Yosemite last year, and we stayed up. We were camping with people. It wasn't just me and Steven. The crew stayed up all night drinking, went to bed for a little, woke up with only one day at Yosemite, stayed at the campsite until 1 p.m. drinking.
It was like a go to sleep at 7 a.m., wake up at 9 a.m. No habits changed between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m.
And then we finally went, and Steven hiked to the top of Nevada Falls in, it seemed like Air Jordans without laces or that just weren't tied, board shorts with no underwear underneath, no shirt, or a shirt tied around your head, and a Coke liter filled half with Coke, half with Jack Daniels. And then once at the top of Nevada Falls, was like, I think I'm gonna go to fucking Half Dome.
I'm gonna
Why
peek
not?
This bitch.
No permit. Janine's in Crocs. Charlie, probably the best suited of all you guys. Me and Mackins are like, no, fuck
no
that.
Way. Like, how fucking far is this hike? Like,
I think
it's like a long hike.
I think it's like 13 miles. Yeah. 13 miles on a whim.
One direction.
Yeah, something crazy.
No socks.
Something crazy.
13 miles, no socks. Pretty wicked on the heels.
Their mission fails. Me and Mackins have a nice warm dinner at the Awani. They come back down well after sunset, and Steven is chafed to an incredible degree. Just to an incredible degree. Butt cheeks in bad shape.
Thighs, nips, fucking
everything.
Armpits.
But dude, Janine did the whole thing in Crocs, dude.
Yeah.
Jungle woman.
Janine's a beast.
She is.
Janine and Charlie.
Shout out to Charlie and Janine,
shout out
dude.
The homies. Shout out everyone at Spring Pass.
We love it, dude. We got such an outrageously good view right now, dude.
I know. Everyone's fucking up there skiing. Can you get a load of that?
No one's up there skiing, dude. I went. It was snow. I was snowing so. It was like snowing sideways, windy. There's all these idiots from Portland, like the weekend warriors from Portland in their Teslas.
Oh yeah, dude.
Just clogging up.
They're
the
ready
lot.
to have the best day of their life. And ruin it for everyone.
Yeah, just getting in fights with their significant others. Like, why'd you bring me here? It's like I cannot see.
Can't see. This is
wet.
fucked.
The kids are crying.
Yeah, we should have just stayed home.
And then us spoiled brats are like, I'm not fucking skiing today. I'm not skiing, dude. Why no? Why would we?
Why would we ski today? I mean, look at how nice of a day it is. Oh, hugely distracted by that hawk right there. You see that thing? Wow, I've got to be the most ADHD person you've ever had on this podcast.
No, that would be Jake Dubé, most certainly. Yes, without a doubt. But, dude, how do you like the States? You're here a lot.
I fucking love it, man.
Dude, this is emblematic of
here.
This is emblematic of our immigration issues right now. We have someone here with no money.
Yeah.
that just comes in and just mooches off of Americans, dude.
Dude.
These Canadians are coming in and just destroying this place.
You guys, this country is fucking amazing. It's like,
Yeah.
you pull up, you could get away with doing no work and drinking every single day.
All
It's
day,
fucked.
every day. There's public land everywhere out west.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
you fucking could literally buy a gun.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
I don't know if you could, but you could. I mean, you could probably.
I'm sure if you gave me a week, I would have a gun.
I think
like
that
if you gave me $200,
you could definitely make that happen.
I'd probably have a gun by the end of the day. Honestly, and maybe actually, you might even be missing yours.
Ooh, interesting. Ooh. Very interesting.
Should we play with the gun? Or?
Should we play with the gun on the podcast? Yes. I think this episode is what people think of when I tell them I have a podcast, which is like the worst words to have to come out of my mouth. Like, that's not said with like readily. That's like almost like I say that as almost like, yeah, you caught me.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta own up to it.
Yep.
And this is just us. Like, this is what people imagine: just two guys broing down, drinking Rainiers,
wanting to shoot guns, cop stations,
and then people listen and they're like, "This is a show about nothing with two people who have nothing to say."
I have nothing interesting.
JoJo's been saying all week that I printed my ski credentials at Kinko's, and he's right. He's right. But guess what? That's why it's great. If you guys want someone with credentials, go listen to the Powell Movement and see how you like that, dude. See how that one works out for you. See how you like listening to someone that has credentials.
Oh man, the whole point of the sport is fuck credentials.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Yeah, dude. I love how you ride, dude. You guys gotta watch Stephen skiing. The pokes. When did you start poking your skis like that?
I don't know, like 3 years ago or so.
Yeah, say that into the mic so people can actually.
2-3 years ago or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely
dude. Steven will pause like midair. It's like it's so incredible. You'll be spinning and then your body will like glitch and you'll like freeze frame for a second with the skis poked out, and then somehow wrap it back around. It's very incredible.
Yeah, I fucking love that shit. I like shit that doesn't look like. I like tricks that when you look at, you don't really know what it is.
They make you like a little mad.
Yeah.
Like a trick that pisses you off a little bit.
Like, I don't get what the fuck just happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Like fake shit, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want somebody to tell me I didn't do something proper. I want to tell them like, oh, well, maybe I just wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Idiot.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, wait. So you're in America. We were talking about America. You would not live here.
No, fuck no, man.
Dude, why not? Don't be such a pussy.
What do you mean don't be such a pussy, dude? Your guys' country is great to visit.
Yeah. That's
there's probably a lot of Americans that are going to get pissed off.
Mostly Americans.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
You ever fucking lived in Canada?
No, I've visited. It seems nice to visit, but it seems expensive to live there.
It's expensive. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's fucking... Take it all with a grain of salt. Like, I don't know, fucking... Maybe you might spend a bit more for beer, but, you know, you get hurt, you don't spend 10 grand at the fucking hospital.
Yes.
Fuck all of that. That's bullshit.
But then you have to wait 6 months to a year for an ACL surgery. Meanwhile, ACL surgeries in America, it's like mail ordered. They're like, you could fucking show up tomorrow and just get one recreationally, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, true. But here's the thing. In Canada, you could, like, legitimately, like, just show up to the hospital with nothing, and you're fucking... You don't actually need a health card. People tell you need one, but you don't.
You just show up.
You can literally just show up and say, like, see this fucking arm that's broken? I don't have money to fix it, but...
Fix me. Yeah.
Which is really how it should be, because if you're a fucking country and you want to have a productive country... you should have a healthy fucking population. That should be like the baseline, man.
Yeah, and or you could have our country where the people that make you sick with their shitty food and factory byproducts put all that garbage in your food, and then they pay the government to say that it's healthy and okay to eat.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, every other country's like, no,
we will not have that.
Cannot be eating that. Yeah, that's where I think we fail the most is our poison. You go to the grocery store and then pay for poison.
Well, you know where you guys have failed?
Where's that?
In education.
Well, you know who's to blame for that.
You're fucked. You're fucked.
You know who's to blame for that one.
You guys have totally fumbled the education system. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
Like, to me, it doesn't make sense. Like, think of it as a fucking investment for a country. And this is how 90% of countries fucking operate, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you go to European countries, most of the time fucking schooling is free, man. Like,
Yeah.
Like, and a lot fucking better.
why are there so many international students at American universities? Tell me that. Riddle me that.
How about riddle me this? I've never met a Canadian who has gone to school in the States, but I'm in town right now with 4 Americans who go to UBC. Riddle me that one, buddy.
Ooh, interesting.
Riddle me that one, buddy.
I think, yeah, dude.
How about this? Let's go spend $100,000 to learn YouTube.
Yeah, I think,
Fuck
dude,
that.
it is such a colossal waste of money. Truly, it is truly a colossal waste of money.
Time and resources
Yeah,
and money. Like,
yeah, like, dude, it is. American college is definitely more lit than Canadian college. Like,
yeah.
no one's making movies about freezing your ass off all winter at Canadian college. They're making movies about the South, baby.
Yeah.
But all colleges is a 4-year paid vacation, and you're it's imagine someone coming up to you and saying, "I'm gonna spend the next 4 years on vacation, just getting drunk, picking up a drug addiction, and I'm gonna watch YouTube videos all day about psychology."
Yeah.
And then that will cost me approximately $150,000 that I will borrow
In the States.
and then that's basically what college is. It's like a 4-year vacation where you're just hanging out, and if you're not learning useful skills like engineering or medicine or law, you're just kind of watching YouTube videos for 4 years and getting drunk, dude. That's it. That's all you're doing.
And it's got such this, like, you know, the generation before us, like our parents.
Yeah.
Schooling is a fucking huge deal, and I think, and I want to fucking get this straight. I think education is the biggest fucking thing, but the way that it's being done is absolutely, like, my fucking degree, dude. I realized halfway through in my degree that, oh wow, I could actually not go to a single fucking class, not do a damn thing, and then dial in for 1 week and do just as good as everyone else. I could get away with doing fucking nothing for 4 months, and then for 1 week dial in and do just as good as everyone else. Talk about a waste of fucking time.
I know, dude.
Man, I could have finished that degree in a fucking year and a half if I could have just paid to say, give me a 100% exam and let me take it when I'm ready. Right? And and fucking, I'm gonna ace that fucking shit, dude. But I will not show up to have somebody take attendance in my adult life.
Yes.
Like, I'm not a fucking child, you know? Like, if you're paying me and you're my employer, then yes. Okay, take my fucking attendance, perfect. But if I'm paying you thousands of dollars to do something I could do for free, suck a dick. Because if I'm not there, then you must suck at teaching. You know, like,
dude, it's just,
YouTube,
oh my god, just, I think I guess if you're not breaking the bank, college is worth it. But it is not worth it if you're going into the debt that these people are going into.
That's what I was saying.
I think that's really what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to.
People shouldn't be paying off student debt fucking 50 years down the road. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like, like, their debt's been paid, bro. Like, if you have an educated population, like, dude, like, come on, like, that's helping the government. Educate your fucking population.
Yeah, it's probably more useful than not useful, I'd say.
Yeah. Depending on what you want to do, man.
Well, this is the other thing.
That's the other thing
I want to bring up about these foreigners, man. You go to Japan and you're going out on the nightlife and you're running into all these Europeans and all these Australians, and when they're dumb accents, they're all going, "Oh, America's so stupid," blah blah blah. Then you go to karaoke bar. What are they playing? Only American artists. Yeah. What are they talking about? American popular culture, dude. What?
No, you're right. You guys are just the shit.
And then Canada, Canada is like, "Oh, we hate America. We're all gonna live within 100 miles of the border because we love it so much, and we're all gonna only talk about America."
Oh my God, this is why Canadians hate Americans. Because you know why we live within 100 kilometers of the border?
Why is that?
Because the other fucking 1,000 kilometers is too cold, dude. You ever been to Nunavut? You can't fucking live in Nunavut. You can't even drive, like...
You can't even drive north, really.
Dude, you, like... It's so fucking cold, man. Where I'm from, I'm a 30-minute drive from the border, and it gets negative 40 Celsius. Do you know what that is in fucking Fahrenheit?
No.
That's negative 40 Fahrenheit. That's where it balances out. It gets negative 40 Fahrenheit, and I'm at the border, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's cold and shitty. That sucks.
Yeah, and so you know why the world hates America? Because you guys think we think you guys are the shit.
No, we think that you guys hate us and reap all the benefits. We know you guys hate us, yet you still reap all the benefits from being associated with us.
Yes, that's for sure. Yeah,
yes,
that's for sure. Yeah.
Like, if without our military, you guys would probably be America. Honestly.
That's fair. No, yeah, for sure. Like, without your military, we would probably just be. Well, no, I mean, we'd probably just be like just under another country's military.
Yeah,
we'd be like China's bitch.
Yeah.
Or Russia's bitch. Or
you guys would love it too. I don't care. Yeah, what did Trudeau did?
That doesn't change Mount Hood.
Yeah, it doesn't change Mount Hood. She's covered up right now. She's ashamed. She's ashamed of your Canadian propaganda, dude. Your Canadian supremacy. Dude, Trudeau did something today. I forget. Fuck. I can't even ask you because you don't have a phone. So
yeah, I don't like it. You're asking the wrong.
Let's get Trudeau. Let's get Trudeau on here.
Yeah, get Trudeau, dude. A panel of me, you, Trudeau.
Yeah.
Drinking beers.
Yeah. Dude, imagine if Joe Rogan was there too. That'd be fucking real, dude.
Yeah, we could really figure shit out.
Yeah. Yeah, we're already creating like a very we've already solved the American education system, geopolitics, skiing. We've solved that.
We've solved skiing.
Yeah.
We've solved a lot of problems.
We have. Riddle us with another story. Steven's got good stories, man.
Oh, man.
Let's just go loosey-goosey, no chronological order. I'll bounce around with things that you've told me that are interesting, and then you could enhance or deflect as much as you want.
Give me some primer here.
Like moving to New Zealand and just playing, and what's it called when you're just playing music on the street, asking for tips? Busking, yeah. Tell us about your busking.
Yeah, So 2 summers ago, I went and spent the summer in New Zealand, and I originally went to tree plant. I was like super into tree planting at the time, and
yes.
And little did I know, fucking tree planting in New Zealand is totally different than tree planting in Canada.
Yeah, we gotta talk about tree planting after this. It's so lit.
Shit, but yeah, tree planting in New Zealand is totally different than tree planting in Canada. I did it for like a month, realized that it's not, what I fucking like about tree planting in Canada is the fucking 90-day party with 100 people that have unlimited access to alcohol.
Put that mic on your mouth.
To go.
Put that mic on your mouth.
Yeah. Fuck. That's good.
No, okay. So actually, let's talk. Rather than talking about New Zealand, I want to talk about the tree planting because it's actually I think it's one of the last remaining vestiges of explorer culture and that camaraderie that comes with quick history thing, when they were building the Transcontinental Railroad in America, they had this thing called Hell on Wheels, where it would be the end of the line. All the workers would set up tents, like a shanty town, and then there'd be gambling and prostitution and murder every night. And then that would just continue across the Great Plains as they built the railroad. And I feel like your tree planting experiences, from what you've told me about, are like Hell on Wheels.
Yeah.
But modern and Canadian.
It's, yeah. Well... Yeah, it gets fucking loose, man.
Tell us about what's like a tree planter's daily life like.
A tree planter's daily life. Okay, so you wake up at about 6:30. You eat an ungodly amount of food
because you need to.
The thing is you have lunch throughout the day, but dude, you're burning marathon level calories, right? Like you're walking around with a fucking 200-pound bag on your hips, squatting 10,000 times. You know what I mean? You're fucking going.
So you wake up, huge breakfast,
massive dump.
Tell them about the dump, your modernist concept for the dump.
The open concept.
Yes.
The open concept. Yeah, we had at the tree planting camp.
He's a bit of an architect. He's kind of a designer of sorts. Renowned. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, but yeah, so whenever we'd move camp, we'd have to set up the shitters, which would just be digging a fucking hole, and then you have these plastic toilets you put on top with a tarp around it for privacy and rain cover and stuff.
Yeah, and such.
And every time we'd move camps, then it would be a different crew's responsibility to set up the shitters. And so we moved camps, and it was our crew's time to set up the shitters, and There hadn't been it had been a lot of orthodox shitters, the classic.
Yeah, boring. Traditional, rigid, stuck in their ways.
Fucking stuck in their ways, lack of style. I guess you could say the dub 10 mute of toilets.
Yes. Standard, uninspiring.
Boring.
Yeah, boring. So then Steven came in and shook shit up.
Yeah,
literally.
And then I shook shit up. I thought, guys, we could do this a bit better. What if we do more of an open concept convertible style where we have just the toilet with nothing else?
Yeah.
No walls, no roof.
No privacy.
Well, fucking, you don't need it.
You don't need it, yeah. What
a power thing.
What does that even mean, dude?
You don't need the privacy.
Yeah, open your mind. Okay, yes.
Let people watch you poo, man.
And that's what it turned into.
Yeah, that's what it turned into.
But that wasn't the only toilet. So yours was one amongst the traditional toilets.
Amongst the traditional toilets. And at first people were a bit iffy on it. Well, I don't know if I want to just shit in the open concept shitter,
Yeah. I don't know if I want to be a visionary. I don't know if I want to be a game changer.
Yeah. Oh, I'm scared.
Oh, someone's going to see me pooping.
Oh.
End of the world.
Yeah.
Wrong.
And here's the amazing thing is that I think the first day it was set up, I think it was maybe a crew of 4 people using it. And by the end of that camp, we have 6 toilets in the area. There's a lineup at the open concept while all of the others are free, right? Because people really
Oh, they're waiting in line.
Yeah, not watching, but there's that would be
a general queue. You take a number and then kind of go mill about, and then
you mill about. Well, I mean, okay, I'm gonna shit after John, so whenever John's missing, then that's my time to.
Is there an enforcer? Actually, I have a better question because you're one that has bathroom emergencies somewhat frequently. Is there hey, there's the line, but yo, get this guy to the front right now, or else we're gonna have trouble. Is there that sort of culture?
No, because if you really gotta go, you just go shit in the woods.
Okay, yeah.
It's fuck.
Yeah, that's where Steven went this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you're camping.
Camping, dude. Woods poop. Why not? Okay, so you start your day. Huge meal. Huge dump in front of all your coworkers. Men and women, correct?
Men and women.
Were the women participants in the...
Yes.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, next. Clock in.
Yeah. So we have a morning meeting. We have a morning meeting, and then we all fuck off in these vans, kind of similar to this.
Yep.
We got these Sprinter vans. And then we go to the block, and we pretty much get told... Here's your zone. Here's this crew's zone.
Yeah.
And now your crew leader is going to divvy up the zone for each of the people based on how much he thinks they're going to plant.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay, this zone is about 2 hectares or whatever, and so it should have about 4,000 trees.
Yeah.
And then you just go plant, and you get paid per tree. And if you hustle your ass off, you can make good money.
Yeah. How much per tree do you get paid?
We were getting 12 to 14 cents.
12 to 14 cents. So it's a normal day of planting. What's the target? What's the target? What are you trying to cash in on every day?
If you have a target, then you're going to suck.
Oh, so you're going based on instinct alone.
I'm going based off of consistency and trying to up my weekly rate.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, if I think of, fuck thinking of money, all of that stuff. If I've planted 4,000 trees one day, then I want to plant at least 4,000 trees the next day and at least 4,000 trees the next day,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you plant fucking 6,000 one day and then nothing the other day because you're so beat you can't do shit. Stay consistent and just slowly grow. And
what are the high performing tree planters? What numbers are they putting up on a daily basis?
5,000-6,000 trees
consistently,
a day,
day in, day out.
And that's I mean, how much money is that? That's $700-800 a day.
But it's got to be hard work, bro.
You're fucking non-stop walking for 10 hours a day with 200 pounds on you, squatting every 2 feet, and people take people take it really far. Like, you do nothing that breaks your pace. Man, like, if you're hungry, the way you the way some people would eat their lunches, they'd soak their sandwich in water so they could just dry it, like, swallow it like a whole fucking, like, pill. It's fucked, dude.
That's, like, the least enjoyable way.
Yeah.
To just, like,
Dude, it's fucking next level.
Alright, what about the traditions that you guys engage in?
There was a fucking dope game. It was called Cigarette Race Belt Fight.
I forgot about this one, actually, yeah.
Yeah, where you, like, you chill, you have to be, like, touching feet.
Put the mic in your mouth.
You can't be, you have to be touching feet, so you have to be, like, super close. And then the two people get a cigarette, and they get a belt, and you pretty much light the cigarette, and as soon as you light the cigarette, the game's off. Yeah. And then you pretty much is whoever can finish the dart first, but the whole time you're, like, whipping the person with a belt.
Yeah.
Like, you're pretty much trying to, like, hit them as hard as possible so they're like, oh, I gotta just stop.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much whoever finishes the dart first wins.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Cigarette Race Belt Fight. It's a pretty straightforward fucking name.
Creative name. Anything else? Any other games?
What was another game? There was lots of just boxing.
Like, just fighting.
Yeah, but, like,
Sanctioned.
more of like a boxing.
Sanctioned.
You know, if you say fighting, it makes it seem like savage.
Yeah.
It was more of like a planned, like,
there's rules, there's structure.
There's rules, there's bets.
Yeah.
There's
there a lot of gambling going on?
There's gambling.
Like, dude, card games and shit like that?
It's like 90 alcoholics with a lot of money and nowhere to spend it.
Are there prostitutes that come hang out with you guys?
No.
None.
That would be insane.
Yeah, you guys almost have, like, the recreation of Hell on Wheels, but not quite. Yeah.
That would be insane.
Yeah. That's very interesting. Do you guys sing songs when you all chow in the dining hall? Are there tree planter anthems?
There's chants, man. There was, like, this one fucking, like, Spartan chant that this one homie Chance would give every time that we would go and drink. It would be like, we'd be coming back from the block, and this guy would stand on the top of the Sprinter van and give this, like, we are planters, and what are we gonna do? Like,
plant.
And it's just like, and then by the end, he's, like, smashing beers on it. It's a fucking Tuesday at, like, 4 in the afternoon, and he's smashing beers on his head for, like, the 9th day.
So strange for our Friday at a 2 p.m.
Oh,
huzzah.
Jesus Christ, man. I feel like I got hit by a bus. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
It's been a pain. It's the end of spring pass, man.
I know.
This is when pain
sets in.
Pain sets in.
The shakes.
The shakes. The itches, the sweats.
Yeah.
The shakes.
Yeah. Maybe we should wrap it up.
Maybe. I'm honestly on the verge of vomiting. I don't know. Maybe the podcast can tell, but
it'd be so beautiful if that could be the...
That's like the ender. We could keep going until a natty happens. I don't know if I'll pull trigs though.
We can move around some stuff and we could induce it.
Pick a hole of it.
I'll just move this out of the way and you can just fucking pull trigger right here. I think you should.
No.
Nah.
No, I can't. If Sam was here, I could. But I can't.
Beautiful.
Shout out Sam. Sam can hang. Sam's a homie.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, brother. You want to bring us home with fucking... You want to plug anything? Or do you just not care at all about people keeping up with what you have to do?
I love everyone. I love my friends. Love you. You're my dog.
I love you, buddy. That was great. And